Hello everyone, Sync107 here, and it's the end of a new month, and, well, the first month of 2022, that is. So, that means it's time to show my first Blu-ray haul of 2022, and I got quite a few new releases, or not new releases, but new pickups, although a couple of these are new releases, but anyway. Let's start off with the DVDs. I only picked up 2 DVDs this month. First up being Paper Moon, directed by Peter Bogdanovich, who sadly passed away earlier this year. I figured in pay tribute to the man, I might as well pick up 2 of his films. The other one you'll see with the Blu-rays. I've heard nothing but great things about this movie. I can't wait to check it out. Don't know why it doesn't have a Blu-ray at the moment. Next is The Red Chapel. This is a Danish mockumentary film that I know Your Movie 6 brought up at some point, but can't wait to see that. Next, we've got a 4K release that I picked up, even though I don't have a 4K TV or anything, but I don't know, this just looked like a cool set, and that is The Last Duel. I did not get to see this in theaters when it came out. I really wanted to, because I love Ridley Scott in his movies. I hear this is supposed to be really good, and sadly, from what I heard, it bombed in the box office, which, yeah, so sad. Yeah, and next up, we got this very interesting digibook I picked up, and that is Mommy. This is a Canadian film by Xavier Dolan. This film I keep hearing brought up by people as one of the best films that come out in the last decade. So, but yeah, this is a very, very thin case, you could say, as, yeah. Very interested to check this one out. Next are the Criterions, which I only picked up 3 Criterions this month. First up being Marriage Story by Noah Baumbach. Didn't get a chance to see this yet, but definitely looking forward to it. Revanche, a Austrian film, I think, or at least the filmmaker is Austrian, but I just know people like Your Movie Sucks has brought this one up, and definitely you should check it out. Next is Woman in the Dunes, a Japanese film from 1964 that I've heard nothing but positive things about, but yeah, definitely interested in this one. On to the regular Blu-rays, which I have a lot. Starting it off, this first pile are just non-slip cover Blu-rays I picked up. First we got City of God. I've heard nothing but positive things about this movie. This is from Brazil, I think, but this is highly rated as one of the best movies ever made. So, definitely looking forward to that. Next, we got Disturbia, directed by DJ Caruso, who, not a very great filmmaker, from what I understand. He recently released a movie called Redeeming Love, which my mom got to see in theaters because she's a fan of the book. But I hear this is considered one of his few good movies he directed, so even if the plot does sound very similar to Rear Window. But, yeah. Next, we got Leon the Professional. I have not seen this movie in a long time. I've seen it once on Netflix, but I can't remember if it was the theatrical or extended version, which this Blu-ray apparently comes with both. But yeah, like this movie, Gary Oldman gives one of his best performances ever. Next, we got Leviathan. This is a Russian film from 2014. Again, haven't seen it yet. Looking forward to it. We got Moon. I've seen parts of this film, and from the few parts I have seen, I really was intrigued by, so yeah. Next, we got Nomadland, the winner for Best Picture in 2020. Personally, I felt The Father of Minari should have won, but I don't know. I haven't seen this yet, so we'll see. Next, we got A Separation. This is an Iranian film. I think it's from Iran, yeah. This is another movie I picked up based on what everyone said about it, since this is another one of those highly acclaimed films of the last decade. Next, we got Up in the Air, starring George Clooney, a comedy directed by, I can't remember his name, but he's the director of that recent Ghostbusters film that came out last year. We got Wajda? I'm not sure what's the proper to pronounce this one, but this is from Saudi Arabia, and it sounds like a very charming film based on the description, so yeah. Next we got the other Peter Bogdanovich film I picked up, and that is What's Up, Doc? Again, I think I've seen parts of this movie on TV one time, and again, from what little I've seen, I was really interested in, so for some reason I thought Woody Allen was this movie. I don't know why. And then we got this Dollar Tree pickup, Wild River. It was just at the Dollar Tree. I was seeing what they had. Dollar Tree doesn't usually have the best selections, but I'm very curious to see what this film is, because I heard good things about it. Okay, now onto the Blu-rays I picked up that have slipcovers, and there's quite a bit here. First we got Buffalo 66. All I know is, I don't know, this just intrigued me based on the cover, and it's a nice looking slipcover, and I know that, I think it's Misfit Pond that said this is one of his favorite films ever, so yeah. Looking forward to that. Then we got Burning, this South Korean movie. I've just been very interested in South Korean cinema lately. After seeing movies like Old Boy, I Saw the Devil, The Host, Train to Busan. But, yeah, this director, I've never seen any of his films, so I'm definitely interested to see what this one looks like. Next we got Calling by Her Name, this film from Italy, I think, or at least the director is Italian, Luca Guadagnino. I've seen the Suspiria remake he directed, but I haven't seen this yet, so... Next we got The Farewell, a very, very charming, if not dark, depressing story, from what I've been told about this movie. Next we got A Ghost Story, another one of Misfit Pon's favorite films. I've only seen one movie by this director, and that is The Green Knight, which I really enjoyed, but this is considered one of his best films, so... David Lowery, I think is his name. Next we got a Pablo Larraín movie, and that is Jackie. It's interesting that a Chilean film director directs a movie based on American history. I find that very fascinating, so definitely interesting to see what he has to do with that. We got Lady Bird, a very charming coming-of-age film. Shame, a film by Steve McQueen, the same director of 12 Years a Slave. A movie that deals with a pretty heavy subject matter, but done in a way, from what I've been told, it's done in a way that's very well handled and very thought-provoking, too. So, yeah. Got A Single Man. This is a recent Blu-ray, because the original Blu-ray, I think, just went out of print, but they re-released it, and with this nice-looking slipcover. So, yeah. Got another Pablo Larraín movie, Spencer. This one came out last year. This will likely be one of the nominees for Best Picture, so, yeah. Got A Star Is Born, the one with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. Again, haven't seen this yet. Well, I've seen bits of it on TV one time, but that's about it. And then we got The Witch by Roger Eggers. Really liked this movie, not as much as The Lighthouse, but I thought it was a really intriguing horror movie. And I'm definitely looking forward to his next film, The Northman. That's one of my most anticipated films of the year. And just a couple more things. First up, I got this! Dragon Ball Z, the complete series. It was on sale, and I thought, you know what? I missed out on this show in my childhood. I know a lot of people love the show and give it so much praise, and I hope this will be a way to motivate me to watch it. And plus, this ended up being cheaper to buy than if you were to buy the seasons separately, so yeah. Definitely can't wait to check that. Although I still need to pick up the remaining seasons of the first Dragon Ball before I start watching that. And then here's my final pickup, and my pride and joy of the month, and that is Chibetto Rescue Rangers. Yep, for the first time ever, Disney's animated classic series is on Blu-ray. And I tested this out yesterday to see how it looks, and I'll say this, it looks great in high definition. It looks really, really great. However, unfortunately, the episodes, from what I can tell, are not in 1080p, which was a little disappointing, but whatever, I'm not going to make a big deal of it. I'm just glad that I have it, and I'm glad that all 65 episodes are on this thing. And I hope this means that Disney will release some of their other classic shows on Blu-ray, like DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Kim Possible, Gargoyles, and etc. So yeah, that's everything I picked up in the month of January. It's quite a lot, and I'm probably going to cut down on it for this month because, well, for one, my birthday's coming up, so there's that. There's a couple new releases coming out this month I'm looking forward to, but again, I'm going to have to hold off on it because, you know, this Blu-ray collecting journey of mine, it is expensive, so I do need to hold off for now, and I got more important things to use my money on, particularly my new Black Lab puppies that I'm taking care of, so yeah. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on in the next video, and if things go well, I'll try to work on Heroes vs. Villains. I know I'm slacking off on that, but life, you know, gets in the way. So yeah. And with that all said, I'll see you all in the next video. Later.